got from opening opposition into this debate. First, opening government have made an analysis about how true feminism is very different from religion, and this made very good arguments to advance what they stand for. While opening opposition's response to this was that there was no one true feminism or a singular interpretation of any kind of religion. A few responses to that. They said that interpretation differs from intent and religion evolves. But the response to this is that, first thing, we are not considering what religion might be tomorrow. The context in which this debate occurs is true to the context of religion as it operates today. And second, the fact that a thing is practiced in a certain kind of way might actually be a representation of what the thing stands for, and this is what we contend is the true representation of religion. Judging from the religious text, especially what is more prevalent, using it as a justification for honor killings, for early marriage, for child marriage, and for all these things. And these are things that are justified by religious texts. These are pointers to the fact that is something which is very antithetical to feminism. And second, they talk about how feminism does not have a true form and that there are various forms of feminism. We concede to this. Intersectionality does exist. So there are black feminists advancing their rights as black women with the nuances of black oppression while still advancing feminist ideas. Because both of them are not contradictory. All they want is equality. But to the extent where religion advocates the oppression of women and concedes that women are not equal to men, that is completely antithetical to what feminism stands for. So this is different from intersectional and nuanced feminism. This is an outright contradiction of what a movement stands for. And this is one thing she said. She said feminism is for equality. To the extent where religion contradicts that, religion is completely against the ethos of feminism. They're out of today's debate. But now let us engage them on, let us talk about how feminism and religion are different ideologically. First, we feel like one thing that feminism advances is removing the constraints of religion. So feminism is particularly against structures that oppress women, that marginalize women, and prevent them from actualizing in society. Structures that prevent their expression. And religion has historically been used as a tool to legitimize and oppress women. This shows that they are completely diametrically opposed in terms of ideology. Very quickly.
Okay, just do you think that the true liberation of women is incompatible with feminism?
You said?
Do you think that the true liberation of women is incompatible with religion?
Of course, I think that the full liberation of women is incompatible with religion. When religion tells a woman to be subservient and says, I am going to reward you for your subservience, that shows that religion and feminism are completely different. Religion even goes as far as threatening women. If you are not subservient, you go to hell. And that is why so many women buy into the ideas of religion as opposed to systems that can liberate them. So we are going to also be analyzing it because feminists thinks like it's really smart that women, or the fact that feminism wants women to have choice, choosing to be oppressed is something which is valid. We'll be showing you how this impact is something which is particularly harmful for the feminist movement subsequently in today's debate. So we also have to ask ourselves a question. If a thing seeks to emancipate women, and another thing seeks to legitimize their oppression, can we then say that those things are the same? We say no. We've given you already analysis for this. Feminism seeks for the emancipation of women. Patriarchy and religion want women to continue to be subservient, to continue to be tools for the advancement of the goals and interests of men, even if it means their subservience and continuous non-emancipation. And that is something that these guys have to come and defend in today's debate. First, if the end goal of feminism is to advance the interest of a woman, is it right for her to advance ideas that are antithetical to it? And this response to faithfulness, let us show you principally why this is wrong. So even if it advances your rights or your choice to make the decision to be oppressed, which we don't feel is even the right in the first place, why is it particularly wrong? We feel that this is capturing a label to water down the movement. Because what you do when you take feminism and use it as a tool against feminism is that you water down the effect of the movement. And this is something which is particularly immoral. Using a platform afforded you by a movement to antagonize it is something that is very, very bad. If I am elected as the president of Nigeria, I cannot use my power as the president to marginalize and oppress Nigerians. And this is something that is very immoral, and this is something that they seek to defend in today's debate. If democracy is a system and a person is then voted in, a person should not then become a tyrant pursuing tyrannical ideas to the exclusion of democratic principles. And this is something which they have failed to engage with in today's debate. Second, let us examine the impact of religion on feminism and whether or not this idea of religious feminism is one which is not inherently contradictory and very harmful for the feminist movement. Aside analyzing it ideologically, why is this particularly important to note? First, we feel like this creates apologetics for patriarchy. And what you do when you create apologetics for patriarchy is that you make it more acceptable, you make it easier for women to buy into it. And this is something that they are all seek to destroy, right? They want us to have a system where religion and patriarchy can exist meaningfully, that religion and feminism can then go into religion and try to change the ideas of religion. But what you do is that you confirm the idea that this thing is tolerable, while it is actually not. The oppression of a woman by virtue of her being a woman is never tolerable. Second, we contend that this is also destructive to the feminist movement, to the extent where allowing tyranny into a democratic space means that we might systematically destroy democracy, which we have sought so much to achieve, is something which is very flawed. Third, the advancement of feminist goals has been one that has been premised on the sweat of so many women and so many men who believe in feminist ideas in the time past. This is an insult to them, to take what the social capital that they have gathered over the years and put it in the hands of people that will destroy the movement is something that is very morally reprehensible, and we are very proud to oppose it. So another thing which we need to examine in today's debate, is it okay for a woman to use an advancement of her own ideas to hurt some other women? We say no to this. A woman can choose to opt in and opt out of any system if she wills, but to the extent where her choice is one that is very harmful to other women, we feel that this choice is one which should not be legitimately expressed. We are very proud to propose.